Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic, episode 139. We have soccer playoffs in San Diego. Both San Diego Loyal and the San Diego Wave clinch playoffs. San Diego Loyal sell those tickets, home tickets. They can finally say they're going to have a home playoff match here at Torero Stadium. Who knows when, where it's going to be against who, but we're going to go ahead and talk about how they made it there against Las Vegas Lights. San Diego Wave, couple of injuries, but still being able to make it into playoffs as an expansion team. Pretty well done. You okay there, boy?
Me calambre.
You got a cramp underneath. That's awesome. We're also going to go ahead and talk about a little bit of international break, NFL, Week 3 and Week 4 pick'ems. And the Two Balls and a Mic YouTube page will no longer be, it will be deleted.
We are done, skis.
Pretty soon.
Yikes.
We'll talk about that and why that may or may not be happening very soon. But again, we do have you okay?
Yeah, it's just funny that
we do have a illustrious guest, the bearded one, Mr. Alan Underwood. Alan, how are you?
Great. I'm doing all right. I mean, I don't like how it decided that it wanted to be like summer for a little bit longer, and I do not appreciate that. But no, I mean, everything's great. I am excited to possibly watch San Diego in person again. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
And try to get up to Orange County this weekend. So I'm excited for that. I think the team's playing pretty well, and I know we'll probably get into some of the good and not so goods later, but you know, they take care of business on the road, which is something that maybe they haven't done super consistently. And San Diego gets to start selling home playoff tickets, and because they actually have a home playoff game, I think it's exciting.
Congratulations!
I told you they weren't gonna jinx it.
I
told you guys I'm not a jinx.
According to your prediction, we're still on pace for championship.
Absolutely.
Being the destination, as you say.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I have my hesitations.
Place. It's not somehow San Antonio's gonna fumble it. San Diego Loyal's gonna host a championship game.
Well, we need a couple things to happen, and I really don't think that if in playoffs you go in a Western Conference final and play away the way you've been playing away recently, I don't think you're going to be able to get further than the Western Conference final if it comes down to it, and it is San Antonio. But nonetheless, they made it. So, I mean, congratulations to everybody at San Diego Loyal. San Diego Wave, of course, we'll get to that in a bit. But you know, it's a team effort. Like it is what it is. Second division club. It is a group effort. It's a village, and it takes a lot of people to put things together. So it's not just obviously the players there. It's the training staff, the kit man. Shout out Coach Beto. Just like everybody who's walking the players up and down, the security guys from USD, Weston selling the tickets now, being able to sell tickets for the home game. Finally, not jumping the gun. But yeah, I mean, it's been a group effort, and I think it's overall been a success. This team, obviously, making it to playoffs 2 out of 3 of its years of existence. One arguably made it, but not really. It's just a wacky first year. But I mean, overall a success. If the season ends right here, right now, would you be happy looking back with just being qualified? Maybe you get booed in the first round, but is it a success that San Diego Loyal is once you get in playoffs?
No, that's not the success.
I'm just saying.
That's my answer. It's not
Okay.
because you have to get further than what you got to last season, especially if you're pricing all season. You have better players and you have a better team, and you've been arguably one of the best teams in the USL. So no, just getting booted in the first round wouldn't be the same success or not. No, you have to at least get to the conference championship.
Alan, what do you think?
I mean, it has been a improvement over last year, right? Last year falling short of hosting a home playoff match down the road or down the business end of the season. And to be able to kind of hold on to that and not kind of fall apart as you get a little bit of a skid, you're able to rally and get 2 wins in a row against a couple teams that have played you really tough, right? Phoenix is Phoenix, and those games have always been close. And Vegas came into your house and beat you earlier in the season. So I think I could look back on what we've done so far and been pretty happy, right? Like fourth best record in the USL. But I think she was right as far as the success of the season. I think, goal number one accomplished, make the playoffs. Goal number two accomplished, make a home playoff game. I think there's still a very real possibility that they can get to second place. I think they need 4 points over the next 3 matches to really solidify those that second place position, and then we can worry about round one and then focus on round one at home. You have the advantage, like play the team you need to play. And then I think once we get past round one, we can start talking about, what's in front of us.
Absolutely. What did Harry? Shout out to Harry's in the chat. El Chiva 97 always hating San Antonio. I just hate Texas, bro.
Bold statement there. Chiva hates Texas.
Yeah.
Never personally been there.
Me neither.
Don't have a reason to like it. Don't have a
Never.
reason to hate it.
wanna
Your thoughts
go.
on Texas, Alan?
My Texas experience has been airports in El Paso, and there's family in El Paso, so I kind of enjoyed it, spending time with my grandpa. So
Okay.
I tolerate Texas. I don't hate it, but I don't. It's not like on my top 10 destinations in the United States. Maybe like top 20. Like I would like to go to San Antonio, maybe visit Harry at some point, and I would definitely put it above places like Florida. So it's not like my most hated place,
Okay.
but
Mm.
it's fine.
So, Western Conference Final rears its head. San Diego Loyal at San Antonio.
San Antonio fumble it.
Do we go?
Oh, I'm down. If it's San Antonio, I'm down.
Maybe. I can't make any promises.
What if it gets sponsored, Alan? By our great sponsors, Calafino Tequila.
That's not going to happen.
Use the code 2balls20, 20% off at calafinotequila.com. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
That was so dumb. 2 balls 20.
What if the team takes us?
I'd be down for the team to take us. Why wouldn't the team take us? I mean, I have actually a couple reasons recently, specifically not showing up to one game.
But who else will give them coverage over there? I mean, I guess themselves, but
Yeah, they're all the covers they need. But yeah, so that's an interesting thing. Like San Diego Loyal right now where they're at, I think they're in a good spot. They still need to get healthy. Nick Moon not being able to be on the lineup or the bench for this one. I mean, speaking of lineup, by the way, are you playing the guitar in this episode? Carl's wondering. That's a yes. That is a yes.
I guess so.
That is a yes. That is
see what we
100% a yes. So obviously, beautiful, beautiful standings there. San Diego Loyal with a little X next to it, signifying the qualification. But the starting lineup against Las Vegas Lights at Cashman Field, probably the worst venue to watch soccer when it comes to TV. It's just shaky cam. It's the pitch looks orange, yellow, like disgusting from a weird angle. I know from sources, I don't know if you heard any about this, Alan, the official watch party was low-key a disaster because they had like 8 TVs on ESPN with different accounts, and they were all like 2 seconds apart.
Some people never got their food.
Some people never got their food. Sources say
It was a
at
soft
this new place.
opening from this
Soft
place.
opening, but
Safe to
emphasis
say
on
was the last.
on the soft. That's what sources say. I don't want to torpedo our
Sources say.
business. Anyway, starting lineup with Koke Vega, Stoneman. Is it Akon or Akon? We'll have to find that out. Kazanzu, Elijah Martin, Blake Carlton making a surprise start. Maybe surprise, maybe not. Guido, Conway, Moshabani, and Kyle Vassell in that starting lineup. This is a weird-looking lineup, just in general, just to cast the characters available to San Diego Loyal at this time. But what did you think about this lineup, Alan?
I think with the injuries that San Diego Loyals had, I think the most interesting one of this one is the Elijah Martin playing that more attacking right wing back role, which is both like, of course, he's good at that, and also still like he's usually been the defensive guy, and it's been because of Jackson Kazanzu, who's been able to kind of spell him in that role. And it was interesting to see Ebenezer Akon get out on the pitch. It's been a long time coming for him. Harry spoke very highly of him, or at least the desire for San Antonio to bring him in, and he's had years of visa issues, and it was really cool to see him getting out on the pitch. The other thing that really was really interesting is this like Guido playing this deeper role, which was kind of I guess a necessity based on giving some guys a spell, right? Because you're traveling to Vegas, you might not need a strong team, so Charlie and Colin and those guys can rest a little, and so they're not playing full 90s. But I thought this was a pretty strong lineup, right? You got Conway, Moshabani, Vassell. They're going to get some goals. Grant Stoneman anchoring that back line while Adams is away. And you get some of these newer guys in there that are, slowly coming around, and you have a pretty solid lineup. I wouldn't say this was like their favorite 11, but I like this lineup.
Yeah, it's how we talked about it. They have the depth to be able to put out necessarily a strong lineup every week. It's not the strongest, but to face Vegas, it's a very strong lineup to be able to manage and get the job done, which they did. Not the way people may want it to be, but they still got the job done, which is get 3 points in an away match. Sometimes it's not going to be pretty. Hasn't been pretty maybe in the last few games.
In a while.
But you're still getting those points away, which are crucial wins. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. What's that
I'm
about?
still not convinced. I mean, they're on their way, like on a recovery. They plateaued for a little bit. It wasn't the nicest of plateau, but they're coming back up. Some key injuries, some
plateau.
There was Evan Conway who wasn't available for a couple games. Now you're trying to get him back in the lineup. Guido, knows how to play deeper. I remember last year he had those string of
he did
4
play,
games where he was team of the week twice.
In that
same position. And he himself has said it. He likes that position.
Yeah, he can.
He likes
he sees
that
the ball
position.
more.
He likes that. He likes playing that. He's more familiar with that role than a 10 position. But it's a stacked lineup. It's a stacked midfield. Usually when everybody's healthy with Adams and
Colin
Colin.
Martin does better there than Guido does. But luckily, Sandy Oloyo didn't get a penalty in this game.
What they did get is a Las Vegas Lights inaugural game type goal with the amount of time that transpired.
88 minutes and 88 seconds.
Oh, yeah. It was so early. The video guy, the graphics guy, was stuck just 8.
That's great. It's 14 seconds, right?
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah. So it's 14 seconds from kickoff. As a mistake, Kyle Vassell just goes in, and then everybody stands up from their gaming chairs to go celebrate.
Oh shoot! They are.
Oh, you didn't see? You didn't see that?
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
Vegas does not miss when it comes to amaze me with things. Water balloon fights, gaming chairs, and the sub.
Yeah, they've had those for a minute.
It's the first time I noticed.
Which is less time than it took for Vassell to score that opening goal. I did not watch this live. I was at an event, and I opened up my phone to see. I was like, "Oh, the game started a couple minutes ago. Let's see how it's going, just to check in." And I was like, "What? No way! They're up 2-0 already." And I was like, "And my boy Elijah Martin scored." Like I was ecstatic. And then so I had to open up. I was like, I got to go back and watch how Elijah Martin scored. And this is such a smart run from him. Like this just shows that he knows how to play an attacking role to be in that right spot at the right time. He's on that back post. He sneaks in. The defenders get sucked in by the 2 offensive guys making their near post runs. And this has been coming for him, right? Like he's been close. He's wanted it so bad. This is like, I think one of the first season where Colin Martin was playing a little bit higher, and just like how happy you are to see a guy like that put one in. Really smart to hit it back across the goal mouth because Romero's coming over. So all his momentum's taking him one way, and it's just a really smart strike from him to keep it low and put it right on frame. And we've seen him score these goals late in seasons to boost the team, and I can't think of a better guy for this to happen to. But the defender kind of picks him up, but then he gets sucked in when the pass comes across, and he just has, and you can tell like the rest of the team is so happy for him.
Yes.
So like really smart play by Vassell on the first one, really smart play by your right defender essentially on that second one.
And that's the technique, right? Like it's a good finish. Like that's a quality finish. It's not easy to do that. Obviously, you're talking about the defender pretty much closes all the angles, so there's nowhere for him to go around the defender. So literally, he has to go through him. He has to have that ball hit perfectly. I don't think it elevates like even an inch above the last blade of grass. It's so close to the ground, if not on the ground entirely.
It's a nice low-driven shot, man. And
Right,
just
that's how you're supposed to do it.
completely bamboozled the goalkeeper there. And again, yeah, you love to see Elijah scored. He's literally the heart and soul of this team. You say, what is Sandy Loyal? And Elijah Martin just fits that description perfectly. And he's a fan favorite. Like you said, Alan, the bench is stoked that he scores. Look how happy everybody is.
How happy he was, Alan.
Yeah, Alan was very, very
And
happy.
Elijah, obviously.
Yeah. Alan, I can picture Alan's smile just seeing that. But yeah, same thing for us. We were doing commentary for UPSL match as the Inter. We're there, and I checked. I'm like, oh, shit, dude, they're up to nothing. And it's like 5 minutes in. Like, we can't say the same for SD Inter, but
Yeah, no, that was a horrible match they had. But looking back, right, 2-1, almost tying, momentum shifting. What do we think about this? San Diego Loyal went back on the defensive, not necessarily attacking as much as they could have. Got comfortable with the 2-0, and then just kind of hoped to see what would happen. I mean, is that how you guys saw it? Is that how you saw it, Alan? Like, did they just go back and just, we're happy and comfortable with the 0-2? And then, what happens in San Diego Loyal always happens where, it's the inevitable tie, but not in this case. Almost.
I think they still played the game. And like Landon said before, right, they're still always going to try to play their game. They're not going to try to change anything, especially this late into the season. I mean, they still kept most of the possession in the game. They touched the ball around. I think it's just the other chances that they had. They just couldn't finish. And 4 shots on target out of 7. It's not a bad game, but it's one of those that you think, oh, it's 2 up in the first 5 minutes. Dude, vamos a ganar. We're gonna win 6-0, and then it doesn't turn out like that, right? It's a lot closer. And then Las Vegas probably just had a very, very slow start to this game. And it's happened. Like, we know this already. There's no easy game on the Western Conference. Yeah. Las Vegas is a very good team as well.
LAFC Junior.
So you caught them sleeping in the first 5 minutes. You go up 2, and that's what won you the game, essentially. This is going to be a very, very tough game regardless. And those 2 goals, honestly, unexpected, but it happened, and you win the game.
Yeah, you would like to see Loyal kind of bury this team, which I think there's a few things that maybe are might worry some folks. Is a team like San Diego, who is playoff bound, you just need to bury a team and put the game away. Like 2-0 is not like it didn't feel like they were really kind of going for it at the end. And particularly when you have, Cal Jennings and Danny Trejo on the other side as attacking weapons. And then Daniel Crisostomo is like secretly their best player. I know Danny Trejo gets a lot of love because he scores a lot of goals, but Danny Crisostomo has been one of their most consistent performers all season long, with or without Trejo and Jennings. And there was a few moments where, like, I think Vegas, if they played it a little bit better, could have put Loyal under a lot more pressure and put some goals in. But it wasn't like the best performance from San Diego, I don't think. But it was good enough to get a win at this point. And particularly when you have, you're already missing Kyle Adams, so you're already a little bit thin on the back line, and then Jackson Kazanzu goes down. early on. Hope he's all right. Um, it's a little bit of survival mode, I think, at that point. Like 30 minutes in, I think he gets hurt even earlier than he leaves. I didn't make a mark when he got hurt, but it was pretty early on, and so I think the team kind of went into defend first, and for a lot of times they did a really good job defending and keeping Vegas from getting good looks and breaking up plays. Um, so I thought that maybe that was their game plan of hey, we have our backup to our backup on the pitch. We're having to rotate guys around. This isn't our most comfortable back line. So I think there was a little bit of that, just kind of caution, right? You don't want to put yourself too far forward and get caught out against a team like Las Vegas, again, who has guys like Danny Trejo and Cal Jennings who can beat you on the break. And we've seen that multiple times. Danny Trejo gets a goal in this one, but we've seen both of those guys go on the counterattack and just shred defenses. So I think there was a caution. You're up 2-0. Let's get out of here with a win. And worst case scenario, a draw. We still lock up, a home playoff match. I think it was defense first and then take your chances when you could get them once you're up 2-0 on the road in that situation.
I got to agree with that. Obviously, we always want to see more firepower. We want to see more goals, but the game script dictated to play it this way. San Diego Loyal get the win, clinch playoffs already. Now you clinch home playoffs. Now you have a home playoff in your home stadium. Coque Vegas having, I believe, 6 clean sheets at Torero. Obviously, that's a plus, having the home crowd there then.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean,
sure.
What happens now? Do we keep the players in rotation? Do we give some rest? Do you what's your guys' approach on this, right? Because injuries are always a thing.
So you mean
they can always happen. But do you start
against Orange County?
Yeah. Do you start rotating more players? Do you keep your starting 11?
I think it depends
as
on
you
who's
go
available.
into it.
You who's available? Is your starting 11 available? That's the questions, right?
Okay, Kyle Adams, no.
Yeah, exactly. Kyle Adams.
But
When does he return? Does he return after this game?
Alan,
do you know?
Alan.
I think they play again today or tomorrow, and then he probably comes back because this is the end of the international break.
So,
but I'm not sure you throw him right back out there.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on how many minutes he's put in, like what shape he's in when he gets back off the plane, right? This is the downside of like playing these international breaks is you have no idea what type of physical training or the shape he's in after making a flight back from his team. I would, if Jackson Kazanzu is all right, maybe it was just like a precaution, right? And you have Ebenezer looked pretty good. He moved the ball pretty well at times, maybe a couple dangerous passes, and Stillman's ready to go. Maybe you don't bring Kyle Adams back in for this Orange County match. Maybe you hold him for that game back in New Mexico. So I do think you're just trying to manage minutes at this point, right? You want your guys in peak physical shape and clicking by the time you hit that first playoff match. And so it's kind of at this point setting up those moves now so you're ready to go for those playoffs, whatever that means.
Mr. Underwood?
Yes, Tony.
Is that how you is that do kids raise their hand in music class like that? Is that something that happens?
You sometimes, and I
toot.
teach 6th graders, so sometimes there's like no filter, it just comes out.
But Ebenezer hasn't played in so long. How what do you mean he was sitting on the couch not too long ago? Like, how can he play in a professional setting in a team that's coming together and going to the playoffs? Like,
why are you the one asking the only tough questions here?
Somebody has to. Alan,
Yikes.
What's going on there? He was sitting on the couch not too long ago. You're expecting him to just jump off and just join a team like that?
I trust the coach's decision making to bring this guy in. Nate Miller has worked with him in the past. I think they know what he can do, and he's been in for a couple weeks already. So it's he's worked up his game speed. I think he looked pretty good. There were, like I said, like a couple of maybe questionable passes. But if we remember Josh Yarrow, his first game out,
Very true.
Not to the level that we expect. And, with Ebenezer, like looking at some of his stats, he was doing a pretty similar job with Josh Yarrow for a pretty good San Antonio team the last time he played. So I think this is a chance to get him out there, get him into the system. Is he going to be the guy during playoffs? Probably not the way that Jackson's playing. Although, with if Nick Moon comes back, Elijah Martin pulls into that road, and now you're looking at a really deep back line that you can swap guys out if you need more defensive, more offensive. So I think getting him in and getting him playing minutes, especially as well as he's played, I think is really smart. And if this means like this is a next year signing, him and Jackson, then I'm already excited about where this team is setting itself up, because those are two pretty decent additions, pretty good additions to how we already play.
Yeah, saludos, Toro Fuerte.
Season's greetings. It's really true. Exactly. Like, you'd hope the staff and the coaching, staff know exactly what they're doing.
One can only hope.
One can only hope that they have the best interest of their team in mind, in hopes of winning. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens moving forward. Especially, I think Kyle Watch in the chat is happening, and they're saying that New Zealand is done. He's shopping for goodies from New Zealand to bring over here, so he should be coming in soon. Coming in hot, but
it's like an Amazon package. Like, oh yeah, he's going
yeah,
here
he's
now.
yeah, she's Kyle Adams has
out
been
for
shipped.
delivery.
Out for delivery. But yeah, so that's going to be interesting to see what happens.
So
and
to answer your earlier question,
Uh-huh.
I think they keep some rotations going for Orange County.
Okay.
And then against New Mexico, you try to have your strongest 11 that you can with the players available. Orange County's already eliminated. They're just trying to play spoilers at this point.
What's there to spoiler?
A second home playoff match. Like not finishing second, doing their part in that. So that's what they have. Alan, you know more Orange County than anyone here in San Diego. How? I mean, one win in the last 5 games, they're eliminated. How do you see this team right now?
Yeah, Orange County has been kind of an enigma the entire season. They have pieces that you would think that they wouldn't be last and the only team eliminated from the West. When they play well, they're good. When they play poorly, they're not good. They've had a lot of the same issues that San Diego's had at times with injuries, with guys that they thought they would have available weren't available, and then another backline prospect is shipped off essentially for funding. That was a big hole. And then what's wild is Michael Orozco goes down with a red card against Sacramento, and their back line is super makeshift, and yet they somehow pull off a road draw in Pittsburgh, right? So they have the ability to compete, and as long as they stay close, again, the Milan Olaski scores again, which is not a huge surprise. 21 goals now in all competitions. I think he's at 21 in the season. To put that in perspective, Kyle Vassell is 6th place with 14. If they're within a goal, Milan Olaski can get a draw. If they're even, Milan Olaski can put the team on his back and win a game. So they're a weird team, like I said, because there's talent on that pitch, and they can have a really nice game and be kind of a thorn in your side and pull off something. Or they can take a giant poo on the field and look real rough and give up a bunch of goals and not look great. It's been a really rough year for Orange County. You kind of feel for them, but it's wild that there's a really good chance that the Golden Boot winner is coming from the last place team in the West.
That's hilarious, but let's hope San Diego gets trashed and just to build that momentum and come home with 3 straight wins and top it off against New Mexico.
Some interesting notes about this game is that again, insiders have let us know. I don't know if you know about this bus controversy, Alan.
I have not heard of a bus controversy.
So maybe we'll talk about it as we host the Loyal Locals podcast tomorrow a little bit further. But you know how typically there's a section for San Diego Loyal fans at the stadium for away at Orange County.
Yes.
Somehow, via club, via supporters, via club, from what I hear, unless proven otherwise, and I will be happy to rescind this. It ended up being that there were only 40 tickets available, which is about 2 rows. Everybody else is going to go on the Loyal season ticket bus that's going to be placed where the fake drummers are. So they're separated because they're sold out, because everybody's on the hype. He made a face. Did you see that? He made a face.
You made a face.
So no?
It's not sold out?
I mean, I haven't heard that it's sold out, but let me see what's going on their website. 10-1 match tickets. Ticket prices may fluctuate.
It's hilarious. I like just looking this up.
I mean, it does say that there are no seats available except in the general admission section and the field VIPs.
Oh.
So it might be sold out.
Which is interesting for a
Last
eliminated
place
last place team.
you know what?
It's the-
you know what? They have the whole
The stadium thing.
thing.
Yeah,
I
that's
get
cool.
it. I get it.
That's cool that people are still showing out.
The point is that someone fucked up and they didn't buy the tickets beforehand.
So it'll sound different. Anyway, do we have a handy dandy match prediction for this upcoming second to
4-2
last
Loyal win.
4-2 Loyal win?
Yeah, and then he lost. That guy scores 2 on San Diego.
Didn't he score 2 last time?
Probably.
I think so.
Yeah, the final was last time we played was 3-2. San Diego beating Orange County. It was 1-1 at halftime. Evan Conway scoring the winner in the 85th minute.
That's right. And now,
I think that was the first one of his, or like first or second one of his, back to back to back.
And now he's gonna score 2 to win it. Wow. It happens. Chiba, you're such a genius.
Milana Lasky, then Grant Stoneman, then Milana Lasky, then Thomas
headers.
Samong in the 69th minute,
Yep.
and then Evan Conway.
I missed that Thomas Among.
You miss him?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
he's still the
early
same guy.
season Thomas Among was
Still the same guy.
unstoppable.
Still the same guy.
After the hiccup of the injury, I don't know.
Tony's
Like
the
score
biggest
sheet,
loyal
like
hater.
score sheet wise, I kind of miss him there. What do you have for a game prediction? Chat, let us know too. What's your prediction?
I'm gonna say 2-1.
Very safe.
Yeah, the last time Thomas Samong scored was in that 3-1 victory in El Paso on the 20th of August.
Yep.
What's your match prediction, Tony?
I am going to go with a 2-2 draw.
Whoa.
One of two things, either however you want to call it. This is either OC playing up to the competition, Loyal playing down to the competition. It's going to be a competitive matchup either way. And I could
2-2.
see Orange County.
Is that a
taking
bad
couple
result for
pounds.
Loyal, though?
Uh,
You have to consider a 2-2, a draw away at Orange County, a bad result. Because it depends on how
Not
the game goes
necessarily.
out,
I
right?
mean,
But
not the worst thing.
It-
Is a loss
it
even the
may-
worst thing?
Essentially,
That's a
to
bad thing.
seal second place, they need to draw their last 3 games because that keeps San Antonio or Sacramento also from getting their 3. But to guarantee it, they need 4 out of the 3 games. So a loss isn't the worst thing. A draw is for sure not a worst thing because then, but now you have to win it at home against New Mexico on a Sunday afternoon with the pitch being where it is and it's hot and, you know, so I think you try to get the win here. And so you only need a draw on the last 2 to solidify second place. You know, a draw isn't bad. It's not great, but it's not
the worst.
terrible.
Yeah.
But remember last year we went in and we needed to get a win and we got a 1-0 loss. But that was a much different Orange County side. They've been playing some kids as well, so they're a little bit unpredictable. As you know, there's guys trying to get minutes in and make the first team. So you never know what you're gonna get with Orange County. I think, like I said, I think a draw is not horrible, but it puts pressure on that New Mexico game.
Yeah, it's a tie wouldn't be the worst thing, like Alan said. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, I
I
can
can
see
see
that
a tie
happening.
happening.
Straight up.
Not, but the pressure's on. You got to beat New Mexico at home, man. We know how it goes against New Mexico towards the end of the season at home.
When the pressure's
Yikes.
on. Yep.
Yikes. On a Sunday afternoon game? Yikes.
I don't know. That just brings flashbacks to last year, and like that's when you started seeing this like
Torito.
decline in Loyal last year. Is like, oh, this might
Yeah.
not
For
end
sure.
well when it comes to the playoffs. You just kind of saw that trend. And honestly, I'd say with that Orange County game too. That was the last time we saw Corey Herzog on the field for San Diego Loyal.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Yeah, that was the last time. That was, yep. Either way, it should be a good match. Should be good coming down the line. I'm excited. Like, it's a home playoff match, so good on San Diego Loyal. Congratulations, guys. You guys deserve it. Anything else on San Diego Loyal, Alan?
No.
Go Loyal.
I mean,
Team.
Kyle Adams did not play any minutes in the 2 friendlies against Australia.
Australia.
Well, they need people to fill the benches.
Yikes.
So maybe he comes back and plays right away, but again, he might be in some plane ride and some jet lag. No, I mean, I think, you know, staying positive, San Diego still has scored the most goals in the league. You got to trust that the team is going to play fun attacking football, and you know, and that's always great. It's going to be a fun last 3 games. I think if they could just continue to play the way they've been playing, I think San Diego's going to be fine. If you're going to try to overthink it and pull like a Pep in a Champions League semifinal, I think that's where you're going to run into some problems. I think you just trust that the system that got you, you know, a really successful season. You know, you've won 12 games. Sorry, not 12 games, 18 games. I was looking at the home record. You've won 18 games, lost 9. Like, I think that there's a lot of things to be really positive about the way you're playing, and go on the road, go 3-0 against OC this year, and then come back home and make sure you clinch that second place throughout the playoffs at home in front of your home fans on Sunday. And so this is a big 3 points this Saturday. And so I'm looking forward to seeing a pretty solid lineup and San Diego take care of the business.
1000%, Alan. Come on, Loyal. Bring second place home. When does anyone ever say that for any other sport?
I mean, yeah, no, it's an
Bring
important spot to
second
be
place
in.
home.
It's an important spot to be in. Some say, you know, in the Mexican League, right? El Super Líder, the number 1 spot. How often do they win the championship, right? Like, how often does that happen where the number 1 seed is the one winning it all?
Since 2015, the number 1 seed has never made it to the championship final.
Yeah,
That's
I like
great.
that.
That's great.
I like that, actually.
Not that
In the
hairy.
West. In the East, it has. In the West, since the new format was reimagined, the number 1 ranked team has never represented the West in the final.
You wanna send that DM to Harry and let him know so he knows.
Yeah, Harry.
Oh,
Yeah,
they know.
Harry.
They know.
Yeah, Harry. Second place is the spot to be in.
Not Texas is a spot to be in. How about that?
Not Texas.
I will take some of your Texas barbecue, though. Like, if you can figure out a way to send it over, like, I will.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
Just trash Texas and then be like, oh, I'll take some barbecue.
I'll take some churros.
Really?
As Charles Barkley said, oh, there's some good things in San Antonio, so there's some big women, and because of them churros, that's That's Charles Barkley.
Can't be better than the churros en la línea.
Charles Barkley quote. Yeah.
Hey, don't get another strike here. Fuck. All right,
Alan,
we got
I actually kind of like seeing the inside of your house. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
That's just one of the bedrooms. It's not fancy.
No, but it's like it gives perspective, like a little bit.
There's my loyal stuff.
Okay.
There's our painting of our dogs
Oh.
that we got for somebody else. I don't think any of the dogs are in here. Oh, there's Ollie. You can see that's the 17-year-old laying right there. That's the deaf one.
Dog, dude. That's
He's-
insane.
He sleeps so soundly. Like I could walk over him right now and he probably wouldn't even wake up. Oh, Bruce over there too. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna go give him some medicine because that's what we have to do for old dogs, and
Yeah.
give him some food and go wave. I guess Albion did like something too.
They
and,
made playoffs. There you go,
yeah.
Hector.
There you
They
go.
made
Hector.
playoffs.
Next time, ask nicely.
At Steelers SD
Ask
and his
nicely.
And-
next time.
demented GIF.
And the
Arsenal.
Padres magic number's like 6 now or something.
Yes. So three
So,
three important teams in San Diego in playoff talks. And the playoff run. I will. Next episode is going to be different. Not next
Uh-oh.
episode. Next episode will be the second to last one because after that I'm going to Vegas. I come back on Tuesday.
Oh shoot!
So
I didn't know that.
food for thought for later, guys.
All right.
I mean, we can just stop the streak here. Like we're 139 episodes. Like you just take a break, take a week off,
We can do it on a Tuesday.
take a week off.
We cannot do that. Season 2, 2 balls in a mic coming. Yeah, let's just-
140 episodes in season 1. Holy crap!
yeah, it's an anime right here.
Like,
Oh, lordy.
do you think people would be disappointed, Alan? Like the general public, like, oh no, the streak. Like at this point, like,
It would be 100% your fault
yeah,
unless you let me come in the garage and I'll do it with Alan.
that's not up to me.
At this point, it's like Cal Ripken. You just got to keep going, right?
Yeah.
You just gotta you got to figure out a way to work through the knocks that you get through the season. Maybe if like one of these
Steroids.
teams win a championship, like you can take a week off after they win, or at least after the next one. Like, hey, we won, and then
There's gonna
take
be
next week off.
There's going to be very interesting times happening here at the end of this year. 2 balls and a mic wise.
Yeah.
Some opportunities might be coming up. So that's going to be, yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right.
We're brushing up on our Spanish, as weird as that might say.
Aficionados que viven.
But yeah, we'll let you guys in on
Sprechen Sie the Spanish, as they would say in German. Spanish is how they say Spanish in German.
I like that detail. I like that detail you threw in there.
Like really, you're gonna that's how you're gonna say Spanish. Like you're just gonna like throw a sh on the end.
Have you ever
Or the
wondered?
beginning?
Have you ever wondered why we call different countries by different names, like Germany and Alemania? Like those two have, and then what it is Deutschland.
Deutschland. Yeah.
So like, how? Why is Spain España? Why can't in English you say España? Like as weird as that sounds.
España.
Why do we have to come up with different names? Like Mexico and Mexico are essentially the same thing. I'll give you that one. But
yeah, it's like some guy who doesn't know Spanish tried to say Mexico. I was like Mexico. That's an X, right? Mexico. They're like, yeah, that's close enough, dude. You're
yeah,
fine.
Brazil.
It's
Brazil.
fine.
Argentina. It's all the Latin American ones that we call the same in English and Spanish.
Denmark, Dinamarca. But again, they're probably in their native language. They're called something.
Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Mm.
Chile.
We just like ran out of ideas. We're like, we got really fancy in Europe, and then South America, like, we're tired. Let's just phone it in.
France.
Chile. Pepper. No.
Pepper.
No, you don't
Chile.
call them pepper.
Voodoo
Chile.
Child. Slight return.
How do you say
Alright.
Chile in English? Like the country? Chile? Chile.
Chile. What do you guys?
What do you got?
What are you guys? Well, as the ambassador for all white people, we call it Chile or Chile. Chile. We don't call it Chile. Chile, but but then we want to feel like we're saying it right, so we're like Chile.
Oh,
that's the video from Twitter, but the opposite. You think?
Oh, Lordy.
Oh man. Well,
all white people are not a monolith, guys.
I didn't say shit. It was him. Talk to this asshole, not me.
All right, Steve. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Adios, amigos.
This is great. I love it. Thank you, Alan.
Afghanistan?
You're the best.
Someone said Afghanistan.
Afghanistan? What? You're the best, Alan.
Later, Alan. Have a good night. Que mamón eres, güey.
What?
What do you...
That was a valid question.
That's fucked up.
That was a 100% valid question. What do you guys call it? Like,
what did you mean, though?
If it was native English speakers. What else would I be? Chiva.
Oh, man.
Ooh, got them tortas. Oh, Antonio got
Did it really got them tortas like that? Our co-host, fuck no. Never. I'd rather kill the streak than co-hosting with Toro Fuerte. I'd rather end the streak.
I swear there was a week you missed early on. Go back and check 619 Soccer. 139 weeks in a row.
We maybe missed promoting it, but we didn't miss recording.
Never missed recording.
Holland, Netherlands. You missed early on. Get out of here, 619 Soccer.
Yeah.
Get a new memory,
Don't
bro.
even know, boy. Download that memory card, boy.
Young.
Download that memory card.
All kinds.
Anyway.
All right. San Diego Wave also clinched a playoff. And it's the first time an expansion team in their first season clinches a playoff spot, Tony. And they did it in a very,
Alan is very content about this. Thank you, Alan.
Chile.
Chile. So San Diego Wave has been hit with a couple of injuries as of late.
Yes, they have.
Obviously, you see Alex Morgan on the substitute list on a bench. Maybe she's getting
wasn't 100%. No, wasn't 100%. She said she didn't want to risk her.
Pretty good. So then you start obviously in goal. Best goalkeeper in the league, hands down, Kayla Sheridan.
In the world, apparently.
In the world, perhaps.
In the words of
Casey
Stoney.
and Alex and Dahlkemper.
Yeah.
Everybody who's seen her play. Kristen McNabb, you got Naomi Gurma. Dahlkemper once again getting that start, proving that she is back. She's cemented on there. You got Kristen Westphal over there on the right back position. Emily Van Egmond, who is very underrated in this midfield. She's a very underrated player.
She's a key part.
Yeah.
She's a very key part. Yeah, Korniak, Katie Johnson.
Van Egmond being literally the Busquets.
Oh, yeah.
Like
100%.
literally Busquets.
100%.
Like, you just don't notice her there, but she's incredibly important, as you're saying. Korniak there. Katie Johnson in the midfield. Interesting. She usually plays on the wings. Now in the more midfield role.
Yeah, she's very tactically gifted, right? So she looks for that pass before taking any shot or just doing anything. She always looks for that pass first. You have Jodie Taylor, Jaden Shaw, and Jacobson up on top on the wingers and the striker position. This is a solid lineup until injuries happened. Yeah. And you have to make substitutions early on, which is exactly what happened to Casey Stoney and San Diego Wave.
So they also go down early ish here in the first half. They go down 1-0. Orlando, who beat them last time here at home, apparently, going through the match threads of certain places. Orlando fans were just not happy with the disrespect that they were getting from the entire league. And then they were the ones that came in and beat San Diego when they were red hot. And so they're starting again pretty good against the San Diego Wave team.
Yeah, so before this goal, Dahlkemper goes out with an injury in the 24th minute. And it looked bad. Yeah. It was like a muscle injury, like a ligament or something that she might have pulled or just hopefully not tore. But even on the press conference, Casey Stoney said, we're hoping it looked bad. Apparently it's bad, but hopefully not that bad. She's definitely out for a few more games, if not the rest of the probably the rest of the season. It's only one game left.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's able to maybe be on the bench for playoffs. But again, you have Kylie Rio, who has been starting more than
Been here, done that.
Dahlkemper.
Yep.
So she's still solid in that center. She's played more with Naomi Girma than Abby Dahlkemper has.
Now, if Naomi Girma went down, then I'd be
That's
worried.
trouble.
Now I'm worried.
That's trouble because you're down to your last center backs. So then you would worry. And then, yeah, the goal happened for Orlando off a pretty decent play from Orlando, honestly. And then the second goal in the second half happened.
Yeah, so you give them a little bit too much space, a good run here into that space. Really, somebody should have been there in order to stop that all the way to the corner. I mean,
It's wild because that ball could have gone out, and I believe the commentator kept saying, I don't know why you play that in. The ball looked like it was slowing down, and then you have a player pressuring you, so you automatically, normally as a defender, you put your body to make sure you wait for the ball to go out. That wasn't Westphal's instinct. She played it up, gave it away, and then that just happened. You get scored on. But then San Diego Wave, persistent.
resilient.
Right?
Resilient,
Exactly.
resilient.
They were dominating the whole game. And then you make substitutions that end up working. You put in Kelsey Turnbow.
Turnbow and Doniak.
And Doniak just this beautiful header.
Yeah. I don't I don't appreciate the referee being so aggressive
Yeah.
in tanking the ball from Korniak right here.
Like,
Hey, relax, bro.
Cálmate.
Like, bro,
Tranquilo,
I
viejo.
get you. Like, okay, power trip. So 2-1, 75th minute, 76th minute. So there's still
so
time
now
for this one.
it's game on, right? Essentially. You need 1 point to clinch. Orlando Pride is playing spoiler. They're out
Yeah.
already. They're
Yeah.
eliminated. And you need 1 point to clinch, and you have play after play,
It just doesn't happen.
chance after chance, and nothing keeps happening.
Pogarsh coming in. Poe doing some pretty
Yeah, it
important
was
stuff.
it was a weird sub because
Jakobsson.
Jakobsson went out, so you kind of push Katie Johnson up, and you play her a little more defensively. And then this play happens off a set piece.
Usually what I've noticed, and this is no knock on anything, is that usually a set piece into the box leads to absolute chaos in the NWSL.
It's happened a lot, and it's a lot of
It's fun.
like
I like it.
a lot of like
It's desmadre,
balls
güey.
here, balls here, pa
Desmadre,
pa
güey.
pa, pégale.
And yeah,
Chútale.
it's one of those chances, and Korniak gets back in on that score sheet.
It was lucky it landed on there. It landed right in front of her. She got the shot off. Had chances. Korniak played a hell of a game today. And for me, you know me, I'm always very tough on Korniak just because I think she's maybe a little overrated. But she actually played to what we know she can. This was the Korniak that we saw before she got called up to the national team. The one that was playing great already. So hopefully she stays, but she got an injury as well towards the end of the game. And it was an ankle injury.
Didn't look good either.
Dude, the ankle just like completely, it's a twisted ankle. So hopefully she's fine by Friday. If she's not, again, you already clinched playoffs. You want to have maybe the home playoff at Snapdragon. But if you're able to play well away games, which they have, they won away games as well, you rest your players and have the best possible lineup for that playoff match.
Yeah.
And you never know. Jaden Shaw might work some magic starting on Friday and still scores like 2 goals, and you guys beat the game. But they are playing a very tough opponent. I believe it's North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Who are one of the hottest teams.
North Carolina Courage.
Yeah.
Terrible name.
Yeah, so they're 4 wins out of the last 5 games.
So with this uncomfortable hug, you see Casey Stoney clinching playoffs, first team in an expansion. This is what they had to say in the press conference.
Hi. Is there less pressure now that you made the playoffs going into the last home game? So is there a little bit of like weights off your shoulders?
I told you about that question.
I don't think so. I think we still look at it as a huge challenge, and I think we want to keep pushing the limit, and we're not just going to take our foot off the brake just because we made it. I think we want to prove to ourselves we can get higher and higher, and I think that's what we're going to do next game.
Thank you.
So this
Any more?
was who was on that answer?
It was Turnbow and Doniak.
Turnbow and Doniak. And then later on, you had Casey Stoney. Did you ask anything, Stoney?
I did.
Oh, I could tell where you did because you switched your camera on.
Yes.
An expansion team makes the clinches on the playoffs. So
Sure.
what is it? Coach, congrats. It's the first time an expansion team makes the clinches on the playoffs. So what is this? How proud are you of your team to be able to come back and just be able to clinch playoffs?
I told
today?
that bottle. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't know
think
what to
we're
ask.
we're in mixed emotions at the moment. I had to remind the team the point took us to the playoffs, but we set such high standards here, and we want to maintain such high standards that come in here and performing like that and not getting all 3 points is the disappointment. I'm sure when the dust has settled and we get back to San Diego and we reflect on what we've been able to do, I'm sure there'll be a moment of pride. But we set our standards and our expectations high, and these players and these people and my staff, you know, we want to achieve it. So yeah, there's just disappointment at performance at the moment, but I have to be extremely proud of how far we've come in a short space of time, albeit my standard expectations are high too.
Thank you.
And it's very different to what the actual team feels and the coach feels to what you see on social media, right?
Yeah.
You clinch playoffs, you celebrate it on social media, and you get the congrats. But you see this side, at least for us, it's very conflicting like that, right? Because you see the social media side, and we understand.
Yeah.
It's celebratory. It's the first time an expansion team makes the playoffs. But then you ask
could play
the
better.
coach, like, how do you feel about this?
They're
You know,
she's not happy.
we're not playing good.
Not only is she not happy, they're not. She's critical. Like,
Yeah, and that's what you
we
want.
can play better. Yes, that's what you want.
And essentially, yes, you made playoffs, but you're like, wow, we're about to head into playoffs.
but with what
in,
team?
one of our worst forms all season.
But with what team are you going to play better? Like,
Especially, yeah, with
there's
those
no
injuries.
Team. Exactly.
So, I love what we're doing, Tony, just because you get to see both sides of this.
Mm-hmm.
We're very fortunate that we get to see both sides in this in professional sports. I'm very excited. It's gonna keep getting better and better.
If you want tickets to the San Diego Wave, hit us up.
Yes, hit us up.
Straight up. So that's gonna be on Friday. Friday's gonna be the home game against Courage. Tickets are already on sale. Hit us up. Congratulations, Wave, San Diego Loyal, like soccer playoffs.
I'll be on, I guess. Yeah, congrats. Oh, I thought we were gonna do a quiz.
Absolutely, because as we were talking, our channel got a copyright strike.
We got our first strike on YouTube.
So we had a strike. So in order to remove this strike,
We showed a clip
we
about a player
we're getting a red
getting a red card in like 5 seconds after being subbed done, and the family was very disappointed.
Distraught.
Yes. And apparently that clip on its own, it was enough for a strike after we tried to take it down. And
Can I hear you play the guitar for something right now?
I don't think it's even on tune.
You can tune it by ear.
By ear.
All right, so definitely. So exactly what YouTube said was, hey, if you want to go ahead and if you want to see your channel again, you got to do something called copyright school. So I don't know what copyright school is. I take it it's like driving school, but just for like YouTube to get that copyright strike taken off. But we decided as the person who's going to do copyright school for Two Balls and a Mic is going to be the loser of a little quiz game that we like to do here, soccer themed.
What song do you want?
That one was fine.
That hurts already.
Sí, tal vez. That's what you were playing.
But I need a capo on here.
Oh.
Yeah, I do know it, but I need a capo.
Sí, tal vez pudieras comprender que no sé. Sí, tal vez. All right, so which one are we gonna do? Which one are we gonna play?
Guess the football team by players' nationality 3 days ago. It's probably updated. We've done one like that.
We've done one
before,
like that.
but
It's
this one's probably
updated.
updated. 2022, 23. I'm down for that. Are you
All
down
right,
for that?
I'm down for this one.
Do we have a whiteboard over there? I can keep tracks on the laptop,
Keep
I guess.
track on the computer technology.
Well-
boys.
Whoa.
Oh, you welcome, boy? Are you welcomed, boy? Do you feel welcomed? Do you feel seasoned? Yeah, the boy that we said wanted wave tickets we should offer, he answered on the Twitter, boy.
Yes, sir.
All
I told
kinds
you.
of such. All kinds.
We'll hit you up, my
of
boy.
such.
We'll hit you up.
All
All right,
kinds.
let's start this. So a loser has to do the copyright school.
Copyright school. So,
That's hilarious.
all right. So what we're doing? Guess the football team by player's nationality. So what are we doing?
1 and 1.
First one or one and one?
First one. We've always gone 1 and 1.
All right.
First one.
First one, boys. Let me make sure we got it here.
All right.
Welcome to a total football quiz challenge. Guess the football team by player's nationality. How many questions are you able to answer?
boy.
Let's get started. First question.
Tottenham. I said that first. I'm pretty sure I said it first. Chat, who said that one first? Is it even Tottenham?
I mean, we both kind of said Tottenham.
It is Tottenham.
It is Tottenham, but
Time to feel. Yeah, 6-1 in soccer always wins some of these. Who said that one first, though? Can you guys let us know real quick?
Lloris, Argentina. Who's the Argentinian defender?
It's
Not Lo Celso. Oh, what's his name? Yes.
I forgot his name.
He was playing for Barcelona. No.
No.
No, kind. All right.
Just play it. I'll give the point to whoever the chat says.
All right.
Que no sea Tottenham, güey. Yeah.
Romero.
Chivas said it first. Thank
Second
you.
question.
Barca. Araujo, Lewandowski,
Yeah.
Dembele, Rafinha.
The
That's
correct
right.
alternative is
Oh, boy.
Yup.
Oh, no.
guess the correct option.
Madrid. No. Madrid? No, no.
Inter. No, Roma.
Oh, you were close. You were close. Madrid.
Madrid.
No.
PSG. PSG.
PSG, Hakimi, Messi. Yeah. Fuck.
Oh.
The logo is
2-2?
Bájale poquito el volumen.
2-2, boy?
2-1.
question 5.
This is Mönchengladbach? No.
Borussia. I was gonna say Borussia. I should have just
Almost.
guessed Borussia. I
Yeah.
really should have. That's on me.
I said Borussia.
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Fuck. 2-2.
Got
Aubameyang, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ludafish.
The correct
2-2.
answer is
2-2.
Chelsea, Jorginho, Cucurella.
next question.
Inter. No, Roma. This is Roma. That's Roma.
Tammy Abraham. on
Dave
top.
Abraham and then este Morro.
Yeah, you got it.
Dybala, yeah.
3-2.
Real Madrid. That's Madrid. Valverde plays on the right wing.
Ah, you sack of
The
shit. I was like,
answer
this
is-
is Uruguayo way.
Yep.
Fuck. All right. I gotta make a
Let's
comeback.
go.
Like,
Guess
wait.
the next one.
Bayern Munich. Oh, no. Ajax.
Ajax and Mexicano.
Yes.
Fuck. I got stuck up here. Like, who
Yeah.
is the guy from Ghana?
Question 10.
Man City.
Madrid. Man City. Fuck. I tried to do Man City and Madrid came out.
Woo. Haaland.
The answer
Damn
is
it.
4-4. Comeback time.
Oh, boy. Inter.
Juven. Inter Milan. Yeah, Lautaro, huh?
Yeah, Lautaro
Fuck.
Martinez and Lukaku.
guess the following question.
Bayern.
Bayern. Fucking
Yes.
shit. It's all Germans.
Yes.
I'll buy 2 again.
Let's go.
The correct
and
alternative
babies.
is
Yum. The Germans, boy. Lille. Marseille. Yes!
Oh, no
Marseille!
way.
Choose the correct option.
Atlético Madrid.
No.
Atlético Madrid.
Oh,
The
fuck.
logo
Montenegro.
is
God damn. All right. Now I really need a comeback. Holy shit.
Napoli.
No, this is Juventus.
Juventus. That is Juventus. That's Chesney.
Yeah. And it's, yeah, Vlahovic.
Vlahovic.
Guess the answer.
RB Salzburg. Red Bulls.
The
It's
correct
Red Bulls.
answer
Red
is
Bulls. Red Bulls.
Salzburg.
Leipzig. I said Red
Leipzig.
Bulls. I said
no,
Red
no, no.
Bulls.
You
I
said
Red
like you didn't
Bulls.
know that doesn't
I
count.
said Red Bulls.
What?
Hey.
What?
Okay.
You but Liverpool.
That counts.
No, because you said Salzburg.
Yeah, but
Red
then
Bull
I said Red
Salzburg.
Bulls.
No, but it's the
then I
same
said,
team.
No, but then I said Red
But
Bulls.
you
like,
meant
much like I
Salzburg.
said, much like I said Lille, and then I said Olympique. Those are two different teams.
No, but you said Red Bulls like Salzburg Red Bulls.
No, I said Salzburg, and then I
I'll
said
give it
Red
to you.
Bulls.
I'll give it to you, crybaby. It's fine. I'll give it to you. It's fine. I'm not a crybaby. Go ahead, play it.
You're not a crybaby. You're the one that says it.
Go ahead. That's why you're gonna lose.
Okay, fool.
How many questions have you got right?
Shit.
The answer
Sevilla.
is
Valencia. Oh, that was like, oh,
Ooh, that was
Cavani's
close,
in
yeah.
Valencia. That's right. Leicester City? No.
Freak.
Leicester. No.
No.
Napoli.
Napoli.
Ah, es que no está Chucky en la lineup.
question 20.
This is Porto.
And the
Porto.
answer is
Sporting.
Porto. Only because of the Iranian. Man U.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I'm fucking pissed right now. Son of a bitch. I'm getting
Ooh.
Ronaldo's not even a
Can you
starter right
guess
now.
the next question?
Oh, Leverkusen.
The
I'm
correct
gonna go with
alternative
fucking
is
Sporting. I don't know.
Leverkusen.
What the fuck, dude?
Radicki.
Oh my god. Fuck, I don't know. Fucking Torino. I don't know. Fuck.
I don't know. Sevilla.
Shit,
Ah,
I'm fucking
wow,
over
wow.
this. There's like
Guess
7
the
Red Bulls.
football
Thank you.
team.
Newcastle. Isak.
Isak is Swedish?
Yep.
I don't give a fuck
The
about this. Isak
logo
is a
is-
fucking going to school. Bullshit. And
Spanish team.
I don't fucking know. Like Sevilla, Villarreal. I got it. I got it.
I'll give it to you.
What is the correct answer?
Oh, I know this one actually.
The correct answer
Phoenix
is
Rising?
West Ham. Antonio. Yeah. Monaco.
If it's Monaco, I'm gonna be fucking livid.
Ah,
Okay.
Olympique Lyonnais.
Shit.
Guess who it corresponds to?
Sporting. I said Sporting.
Cool.
first.
Benfica. It's
The
Benfica.
answer is
Chelsea again?
Southampton. Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. Cash.
special bonus.
Whatever.
Ooh, special bonus, boy. Special bonus, boy.
Whatever.
What's the
Fuck
special
this.
bonus, boy? What's the special bonus, boy?
Leave your answer in the comments.
Well, you got destroyed.
Fucking shit, man.
What is that? Oh no, that is disgusting.
Whoa.
This is not safe for work.
Yeah.
Not safe for work.
Whatever. Congrats. NFL. All right, let's talk about something where I'm usually better at. NFL pick'ems.
All right, so we started last week on Thursday. What is this, week 4?
Week 3.
Week 3. Ow, ow.
You won the second week. We didn't do one the first week, so you're up 1-0. Browns versus the Steelers.
Browns, once again, just like the Board of Education, just destroyed them. The Steelers not winning this one. Mitch Trubisky is complete garbage.
Is it Pickett time?
Maybe. Small
Maybe.
hands, tiny hands, Pickett's. Maybe.
Nick Chubb is looking like one of the best running backs in the league right now. So I picked the Browns. You went with the Steelers.
Correct.
I'm up
So
1-0.
that's up 1-0. Bills and Dolphins.
What a game.
Our boy Dave Williamson, comedian.
Very
great,
happy.
great show. Watched his Dolphins as Tua Tagovailoa went down. It looked like a concussion. He said it was a bad back injury. Came back to win the game. Buffalo Bills lose in the
Bills
last
that look
seconds.
very unstoppable.
Were stopped.
Are the Dolphins for reals then?
They are the first place team in that division. They're 3-0. So that's very,
so-
very interesting.
We both got this one wrong. We both went with the Bills.
Bengals, Jets. I think we both said.
No, you actually went
With the Jets?
With the Jets.
Oh my God.
Because I picked Bengals and you said, well, it's always the opposite.
Oh, what
on
if
the
the
Bengals.
curse has
And the
reversed?
Bengals
What if
helped
the
me
curse
out.
has
Joe
reversed?
Burrito with a bunch of touchdown passes. That's my nickname for him. Joe Burrito. I'm up 2-0 in this one.
Tannehill and the Raiders battle.
Leave it to the
24
Raiders
22.
to score a last-second touchdown to tie the game and miss the 2-point conversion.
They suck.
Oh, wait, the Bucks did that too. We both got this one wrong. The Raiders suck. The only 0-3 team in the NFL right now.
14-22, the Carolina Panthers beat the New Orleans Saints. Is Baker Mayfield back?
I don't think so. I
Okay.
really don't think so. They almost gave this up at the end. You went with Baker Mayfield, though, so it's 2-1 right now. I went with the Saints.
All right, 37-26, the New England Patriots lose against the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson again looking like Lamar Jackson.
He's on a contract year, and he's
gonna get hurt. He's gonna get hurt.
He's bound to get hurt the way he plays. We both went with the Ravens, so now it's 3-1.
Lions, Vikings barely getting out of this one. 24
They were
points.
down for most of this game and just made a fourth quarter comeback. I went with the Vikings. You went with the Lions. I didn't think the Lions are looking very good, but they're just not closing games out. Now I'm up 4-1.
Fly, Eagles, fly. We had the Eagles, the best team in the NFC
4-2.
West. 24-8. Carson Wentz couldn't do anything. This defense is looking like the real deal. 24-8.
Yeah, easy start for the Eagles, right? We both got the Eagles. It's 5-3.
Matt Ryan and the Colts.
Wow!
Despite
Oh
looking
wow!
like ass.
So this is how I know Vegas controls some shit, man. Vegas is in charge of the spreads when it comes to gambling.
Yeah.
And as we know, sports sometimes they're a little rigged. The Chiefs had a -6.5 spread, and maybe like 3 days before the game, it dropped to like 5 to 5.5.
They know stuff, dude.
They know stuff.
They know stuff.
They know stuff. And dude, they didn't even cover. They lost this game against the Colts, a very, very bad Colts, and we both got this one wrong. It's still 5-3.
Texans losing against the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears still haven't had a passing offense in this year,
The Bears.
but they managed to win. No touchdowns, 106 yards, two interceptions.
Yeah, no, it's terrible the way they're winning, and they're 2-1.
They've
I
been doing it
went.
a
I
couple
went with the
years,
Bears actually, and you went with the Texans.
It's fine. Jaguars.
6-3. I'm up.
Jaguars beat the Chargers. The Chargers, Justin Herbert should not be playing.
He shouldn't be playing,
Shouldn't
and
be playing.
you can tell he was hurt. Like clearly, when he got tackled, he got sacked in one, and it was painful to see him play. Jaguars are 2-1 and in first place in that division.
That's a terrible division, though. So they're at
We
top
both
of
got
that
this
one.
one wrong.
Rams, Cardinals.
You and Cardinals used to piss me off.
Yeah.
And the Rams won.
And then
proving to be
Stafford
the
didn't
best
do
team.
shit.
But
for
they're
me.
still proving to be the best team in their division. So I'm up 6-3, 7-3.
Packers, Buccaneers, Aaron Rodgers, the
Leave
goats
it,
of
leave it
goats.
to leave it to the goat Tom Brady to score a tying touchdown and miss a 2-point conversion like the Raiders did.
That's wild.
Did you see what Aaron Rodgers said at the end of this game?
Because of the billboard guy.
The jumbotron.
Yeah, that guy's getting fired.
Yes, he is. 7-4.
Falcons, Seahawks, the Birds versus the Birds.
Both went Falcons. Mariota's looking like old Mariota. Cordell Patterson is still very reliable fantasy-wise as well.
Yeah. So they end up winning this one against Geno Smith Seahawks 27-23.
8-5, I'm up.
The Denver Broncos in a very, very wild, disgusting. It was like 10-5.
If I
some
see
point.
Russell Wilson in another primetime game, I'm gonna be very upset. This is the most boring game to ever watch.
That was pretty bad.
We both got this one wrong.
The Dallas Cowboys beat on Monday Night Football 23-16. Dak Prescott, who?
It's Cooper Rush time, baby.
It's Cooper Rush
Cooper
time.
Rush. Them boys. We both got this one right, and I won 9-5. 9-6,
I like
9-5.
that a lot. Said nobody. You win this one.
I went.
which
We're
is
tied
fine.
up 1-1.
All right. So moving on to week.
Just a reminder: whoever wins the pick'ems at the end of the season has to, or whoever loses has to buy the jersey for whoever wins our fantasy football league. Unless we win this league, we have a very, very good shot
Very
this
good
season.
chance.
We have one of the best teams in the league. We might go over it in a little bit, but let's do our pick'ems for week 4, shall we?
100%. So for week 4, we have Thursday Night Football, the Red Hot Dolphins against arguably a pretty meh Bengals team once again. Thursday Night Football. Who do you got for this one?
I'm gonna keep on that Dolphins ride. I think the Bengals are still not the best team or like the team they were last season. I'm gonna go Dolphins.
I'm also going to go Dolphins on that one.
Saints against the Vikings. 6:30 a.m. game. I'm thinking this is in London. A London game if it's at 6:30 in the morning here.
Probably.
Vikings. I'm going Vikings here. I like the Vikings.
I like it a lot.
Who are you going with?
I'm going Vikings as well. They just have a lot of firepower. It's not prime time, so hey, chica tu madre, güey.
Güey, es que no mames.
Chinga
Tú
tu
nomás
madre,
tienes un
güey.
pinche audífono y yo tengo dos. güey.
Pues, compra
Chata
papi.
mamón, güey.
Vikings should win that one. Seahawks.
Seahawks. Lions are at home. I'm gonna go Lions here.
Two Balls in a Mic is brought to you in part by HBO. Are you into dragons and incest? House of Dragons, now streaming on HBO.
Still haven't given me your HBO account.
And by Meineke. That's it, just Meineke.
Heineke.
You
You
know what
going
Meineke
Lions or
is?
Seahawks? What? You don't know.
Lions.
Okay. Copy my picks much.
Jets, Steelers. The Steelers are winning this one.
I'm gonna go with the Jets.
Copy my picks much.
Wait, you said Steelers, right?
Bears, Giants.
You said Steelers, right?
Yes.
Okay. Giants, Bears. Oh my God, give this to the Giants.
The Bears are somehow going to win this one. I don't know how. I don't know why. They're somehow going to win this one.
I can see that happening. Colts, Titans.
Ugh.
Colts is beating one of the hottest teams in the NFL and the
Tie.
Chiefs. Another tie for the Colts.
No.
Wow.
The Colts are going to win this one.
I'm gonna go with the Titans.
Oh, those Titanes. Chargers, Texans. Oh, boy. Chargers. Yikes. Oh.
Justin Herbert's hurt. I doubt he's back. And that's the thing, right? I'm gonna. Fuck. If he plays like he played against the Jaguars, then I want to go Texans. But I'm gonna go Chargers.
Dolphins might be the equivalent of 2017 Eagles where everything just falls into place for them. Nice. Maybe. I don't know. Those Eagles weren't that good. They're never supposed to win. Yeah, correct.
Who are you going with? Texans or Chargers?
I'm going to go Chargers on that one. What'd you pick?
Chargers.
Okay.
Falcons, Browns.
Ooh, Falcons will lose against the Browns.
Yeah, I don't see the Falcons winning this one. I'm going Browns as well.
Copying my picks much?
Cowboys,
Cowboys,
Commanders.
Commanders, Commies,
I'm
Cowboys.
gonna go with Carson Wentz.
I'll go Cowboys.
I'm going Carson Wentz. I think Curtis Samuel has a pretty
Fly, Eagles fly against the Jaguars.
Eagles.
Cool.
Eagles. The way they're
Bills,
playing
Ravens.
is a very, very good matchup. The Ravens at home. I don't think the Bills go back-to-back losses. I'm gonna go Bills.
I'll go the Bills too. Cardinals, Panthers. I think the Cardinals will win this one.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I can't pick the Panthers. I'm sorry. I don't want to copy your pick, but
Raider, Broncos.
I'm gonna go Raiders. I think
I'll
they,
go
I
Broncos.
don't think they go 0-4.
I'll go Broncos.
There's no way this Raiders team goes 0-4.
I'll go Broncos.
Okay.
Packers, Patriots. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, yes.
Chiefs, Bucks.
I'm gonna go Chiefs just because the Bucks are literally an IR team right now.
And
Who are
then
you going
Rams, 49. Bucks.
Oh, home team.
Rams, 49ers.
Rams.
I agree with you
I
on
got 50
that
on
one.
this one.
All
All right, let's see who wins pick 4. And you want to go over our fantasy results real quick so people see how awesome our team is?
All right. We go score barn.
We didn't score this many points this time, but
Tepico Loyo had no chance against us. We defeated them.
Lamar Jackson, almost 40 points. A.J. Brown has to be one of the best wide receivers in fantasy football right now.
100%.
We had Jamal Williams
On
the bench, and he did better than Swift. But, I mean, sometimes that's going to happen. If Swift gets hurt, we start Jamal Williams over Chilton.
Definitely. 100%. Inferno Demonios getting the win over the boy Danny.
So he's up 2-1 now.
2-1. We're also 2-1.
Danny's what, 0-3? This
Yeah.
dude is 0-3 in all his
0-3.
fantasy leagues that
That's
I'm in.
wild.
Yeah.
Poor guy. 2-1. CSI Hernandez over San Diego Fleet. Weston. Mini Bikes winning. This wasn't supposed to happen. This was a close one by yikes. J
1
Pabs.
point.
Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. We'll put you over the edge. CD Lamb. That's wild. You have Corbin.
with the strong performance going 3-0.
Actually, the boy Chris Brommel hit me up. He was like, hey, should I play Keenan Allen or Drake London? And I said Keenan Allen.
Oh, good thing he went with Drake.
Good thing he
London.
didn't listen to
Yes,
me.
good
Never
thing.
listen to me in that sense from now on.
Brandon with a
Ooh.
loss to Adrian. Oh, pretty tough loss.
Tough loss. Tough loss.
We need some trades happening in this league.
Yeah, we need
But the
need
thing
that.
is, do we want to trade for anyone? Our team is pretty stacked.
No, we're fine. We are. Where is it? Where would that be?
What standings? Our
Final,
team?
yeah, final standing projections.
It'll be in.
Standings. Final standing projections. Let's look at this.
It might be 2 now.
Ooh, so there was some trash talk.
Oh, league chat. How'd that go?
Oh, they did high season high points. On the bright side, somehow every time I win, my projected finish goes down on the spot. Oh, there is some trash talk going on here.
Nice, I like
it.
that.
I like that a lot. All
What
right.
are we looking at? I think
I'm
it'll be
looking for-
down, lower. There we go.
Here we go. 2 balls in a mic. Look at that.
We're still
Number
projected
one.
first.
Projected number 1 after
Corbin
starting
is
6.
predicted number 2. He was 7th, and he went up to 2.
Interesting stuff here. We went from 2 to 11. Weston, yikes, bud. We need to fix that. Let's
Wow.
talk trades. That Piccoloyo is just at the very bottom.
Yeah.
For next week, we have schedule. We have
Week 4.
Steve Fleet,
a
Weston,
San Diego Loyal matchup.
loyal on loyal violence here. Weston versus Ivan.
Danny against Jesse.
1-1 versus 1-1. Danny Jesse. This is not
Yeah,
updated. Danny
Weston's
Jesse.
1 and 2,
Okay.
Ivan's 2-1.
J
Danny's-
Pabs.
Oh, Danny does have a win. Oh wow.
Oh wow. Javi. J Pabs. All
Okay.
right. Brandon Rodriguez versus Corbin.
Yikes.
Ooh.
Yikes. I
That's gonna be
think Corbin goes 4-0.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Sorry, Brandon.
We play against the
Chris?
person that would give the. Hey, you should play Keenan Allen, dude. And then
Definitely start Keenan Allen.
Adrian versus Tepico
Ah,
Loyo
Fu
needs.
versus Fu.
Oh, these fools are gonna get down, fool.
Fu versus Fu. Who has the higher socks there?
The boy.
Oh, the boy has higher size than the food.
Shout out to Califino Tequila, 20% off, 2 balls, 20.
Absolutely.
We are gonna be at Snapdragon on Friday. If you want tickets, let us know. We'll get those. But with that said, thank you for PB European Imports, UPSL Soccer. Check us out. We do commentary and let us do whatever we want. It's pretty great. And thank you guys. Go ahead and ask Chiva for his Venmo so you can Venmo us.
Go for it.
Venmo us.
Go for it. Thank you guys for watching.
Bye.
Laters.